less strategy and more both teams consistently making dumb mistakes, but we make one less mistake than the other team does. Let's see. So yeah, at the start of this, nothing happens, which is the kind of the clan blitz curse, if you will. Nothing happens for the first half of the game a lot of the time. Hopefully, in this VOD video, I'll also be able to explain why I think custom splashes is one of the best weapons in the game, not possibly the best. That might be hyperbole, but I think speedy bars and fish does the classic jump type deal. You know, not the greatest thing. I try to assist bubbles here, but everyone dies. I just, everyone dies in this. Are you going to do another review once we're done? No. I mean, I might. Probably not. This footage is kind of choppy. That's just my computer struggling to keep up with all the crap going on. Yep. Okay. This is a really good push from Snack because they've got how many specials they have up. Let me see here. Your voice is duping? You mean dipping? I could turn this up. You'll hear more static, but whatever. Alright, this right here. This kill and speed is kind of the catalyst for them winning this entire game. Because obviously Speedy is guarding whatever this is called down here. So once they kill Speedy, no matter what, like Fish is coming up. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. Like Fish and I are coming up because we see that he's down and they're going to push this. But it's just too late at this point. Does Speedy have Baller by chance? Wait, okay. Up here. Speedy is way over here. Like we're all three of us are clumped right here. Toggle's respawning. Do we kill? No, because they pop Baller. Alright. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I just needed to realign myself with the map. Yep. They've got the Baller. Doesn't even have a power clamp, which is kind of surprising. Normally they have power clamps. Yeah. Okay. Now this right here. After he kills Speedy, and then okay, they take the lead, obviously. When Fish pops out with this jet, this is when we win the game. Because we kill not only Squip, but we also kill Ketchup. That's a 2-for-1 deal, and they're wiped. This guy's got only 18% special, so he's forced to, where is he even? Actually, 20. Yeah, he's just coming out of spawn at this point. So basically, we've got free map control. Just because Fish got these two. And, he jumped in. Yeah, we got him. Once he jumps in, he's basically dead. So that gives Fish basically gets a free power clamp. I get a free power clamp because I pick a pity. And then from there, we can directly work off each other. That's a little bit of a fail on Fish's curling bomb, but we'll not talk about that. These bubbles are more or less useless because they don't have a weapon of the correct range to actually get the kill. Once they throw them out, there's me feeding to the doolies, of course. Now this. Believe it or not, Taco feeding to this this dually actually won us the game in a way. Or like I said that double kill fish got Jet won us the game. That was like the start of us winning the game. That's the main initiator, and then this was like the follow through. Like yes, it's definitely going to happen because at the time Taco distracted him. First of all, he put 55 damage on his gun indirect, and second of all, he's left the basket completely open. And then of course Fish just comes in here and kills us because Taco called out where he was, and then they can just go in and dunk another one. There's a kill for me. Okay. See, they can't do anything right now. Whether they have a power play or not, unless they flank around. Because we've got them completely locked out with all this AoE in mid, just about. I mean, they can come up to the side here, but it's like they just start to die, especially right here. I wish there was more overhead cam during this because that's a good kill from Taco. You've got one power clam, and I think pretty soon there's two. Fish goes down, Speedy goes down. We do get the lead here though, which is nice. Which is why I didn't mind feeding right there. Because he just took three of us down at once, but we got such a huge lead from just sitting there dumping plans in instead of actually pushing. This is really good because you just basically took down his ball in like a half a second. And although they did get one in, it just takes like the thing off. Junior rushes in with no clams like a moron. And Zap goes down nice. And then you just skirmish the other three. I think the pro is still back here with the power clamp. Yep. He was looking for a jump and he just didn't get it. Speedy could have killed the pro right here, but I don't think he realized the Slosher had enough range to hit that ledge until he had already turned around. Like I have basically complete control over wherever this pro goes, because he can't go forward because of this. This is not so good for Taco. It's not so good. I'm not gonna lie, that ain't good. Now this is a very dumb idea. They have no control. They have two power clams. Who gets in mid though? I wonder. Oh, it's a junior. Junior pops in with bubbles. The rest of them jump in. However, I also pop bubbles, and I pop them as soon as they all land into a wipe into the win. Like I said, this was basically just both teams making mistakes over and over again. because it's low level clans, and that's kind of the ebb and flow of that. Now, once we get into zones on triggerfish, we've got. We actually know what we're doing. Nice that I've consistently landed, or not consistently, but conveniently landed on this page. So you can see the comps. On the side of Snack, Blob Deco, which is not a good weapon. I don't think there's any reason to run Blob Deco ever, because it just doesn't fit. The kit does not fit with the weapon. Because Blob, the thing Blob is good at is locking down an entire area, and basically just turning a section of the map into no man's land. We'll see that in the next game when I play Blob. And this one can't do it because it doesn't have the wall. Thus, this one is essentially a long-range splash Neo that can't kill and can't move very fast. Squip on the Fire Charger is a bad pick for this map specifically, because this is a really good raid map. You would have been better going vanilla Charger to utilize the ray, because if you notice what we do here, whether intentionally or not, is that we get these zones and then we all just like fart through this street area. And then if Squip had a ray, he could paint all of this in ray and kill all of us right here. But he doesn't have a ray, so you can't do it. I think the problem with this comp is that it just doesn't have enough kill power, as both of the quote-unquote slayers of the team either A, have really slow kill times, or B, are just slow in general. Like the Glugos is a fantastic weapon. Like both these are great weapons, but they have trouble killing. And the reason for that is basically you have to dodge roll to kill with this thing. Actually, you have to dodge roll to kill with this, but specifically this thing. And once you dodge roll, you're stuck there. So if you miss, you've died. I mean, armor can save you a little bit, but And custom dually sculpture. Again, same type of thing. Terrible accuracy when in neutral mode. But these ones fare a little bit better though. I mean, they don't kill as fast, and they've got some finicky accuracy. But they do, I think, fare a little bit better on the killing side. As for our comp, we have me going custom splasher. Now, why? First of all, because you can lob across a zone. Like 3 lobs from a splasher will take a zone completely. So I could stand here, I could stand here, I could stand anywhere in this area, anywhere over here. I can stand just about anywhere in this entire vicinity and paint the zone with ease. And they can't do anything about it because they can't hit me because I outrange them. We have fish on M parries now. Main reason we have fish play M parries is of course because that's all he knew. That's all he regularly plays. So fish played M parries throughout the entire tournament. not just this set, but M parries, decent flank option, etc. Just your plain Jane Slayer deal. Taco on Blaster is a little bit of a different story because the Blaster directly pairs with both the Slosher indirect, 55 damage Slosher indirect, and a Slosh from the vanilla, or this is a Slosher deco. Because like any number, okay, these 3 weapons here, one shot from any of these has the potential to insta-kill anyone on this team. Exception being Seekant, because he might have armor. Because you've got 35, 55, 90 damage on this. You have 55 to 180-ish damage on Blaster. And you have 50 to 70 for Slosher. Slosher on 70 plus 35 on Splasher, that's a kill. Slosher on 70 plus 55 from Taco, that's a kill. Etc. etc. Add to the fact that we also have fish on an inkjet weapon, which does the same type of deal, 55 damage, maybe it's 50 damage minimum, I don't quite remember it. None of them are running heavy amounts of bomb defense, so I don't think it'll... I don't know if bomb defense people... I don't know if people still run that. I know for a long time people ran one sub just to stop the inkjet madness, to bring it down to 49 so you can 2-shot. But now that inkjet's not so meta anymore, I'm not sure people run it. Anyway, basically everything on this team comp pairs together. Whether we did it intentionally or not, it works. Also, Fish likes to feed. Sorry, Fish, you're getting called out. Fish likes to feed, so he's got stealth jump in 2 mains of QR. So basically, when Fish feeds, it just doesn't even matter, because he can stealth jump back in. First of all, he's up really quick, and then he can just stealth jump back in. This is another problem. Okay. Miski. What is Miski playing? Okay. They put their 2 Slayers. I put Slayers maybe quotation marks because neither of these weapons are actually all that fantastic at slaying. They put both of these Slayers on the right side. So despite me feeding to this charge right at the start of the game, they've got no paint on this side at all. Which results in a very, very easy zone takeover from us. Because these guys are far too slow to get kills on any of us because they're way over here. Or paint the zone. Just because the game moves too slowly. If they ran like Ink Brush, maybe it might have worked. But this doesn't work. You can see about halfway through the game, they start learning that it doesn't work and the dual squelch your flanks far right, so they do dual squelch to zone, and I died of that like 4 times. So that's good. But yeah, so despite being 1 down on the Splasher, We still take the zone. Easy peasy. All right. That was a good play. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, they are the enemy, but that was a fantastic play. Because I think they wiped. They wiped us. Yeah, because Taco and Speedy are respawning at this point. Wait, where's Speedy? No, Speedy's flanking on the side, that's right. I forgot we put him up there. Okay, so this point right here. When Taco doesn't need to get killed, she just needs to neutralize zone, which she does. And then she retreats safely and lets me take care of it. And it works. I think this is the reason we didn't immediately get walled down and lose at the start of the game. Because Taco survived here. If Taco would have died, it would have painted the zone, and I wouldn't have been able to get there fast enough to A, fight the... I believe that's the Beluga right here. Or B, paint the zone. Yep, like she survives this, which is good. Which also allows me to chill up here. Speedy puts all the pressure in the world on this. Okay, if you notice this charger and this blob cannot do anything. Because Speedy is constantly in their zone, just poking them. It doesn't even matter if he gets a kill, because he's just poking them. They can't move, essentially. I do think... I don't want to, like, you know, whatever. Yeah, there's an echo. Well, anyway. The blob and the firefin, first of all, both have the same special, which is Suction Rush. Which, in my opinion, is only really useful on Splash Neo. And even then, it's kind of debatable. The problem with Suction... Actually, Suction Rush is good on firefin, because it doesn't slow the weapon down to a point where you wouldn't, you know... Duping means cloning or repeating itself? Dude. Well, I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah, so Speedy keeps these two anchors. I put anchor in quotations because, again, Blob is kind of debatably an anchor. They can't do anything unless they push in like this, like the double bomb rush type deal. Wait, how did they lose that? Is that a splashdown? Yep, okay, Taco splashed in the zone. That's what happened. I was missing some shots there. See, the great thing is that it doesn't even matter if you're missing shots, because just the fact that you're painting, first of all, painting zone constantly with sprinklers and the slosher itself, and second of all, just the fact that you can throw ink up there, and they know if they go up there, they're just going to get insta-killed. Not insta-killed, but you know what I'm saying. It does not even matter if your shots land or not, because they still can't go up there. Let's see. Okay, this is good. Right. Yep. Baller in. Again, even though your baller is done, like, your baller loses, or whatever. Wait, where am I doing this? Because I think this game a couple of times where it perfectly... I think there's a couple of moments where... Yep. Okay, that's fish. Never mind. Anyway. Even though your baller gets broken, you've positioned yourself perfectly because you're right behind this box. And first, the charger can't hit you because it doesn't have an arc to it. And it can't move up because it's a charger. So that you don't have to deal with the charger at all. The blob is on its way, you know, coming around. But it just misses. Like, it doesn't even matter. It just misses. think... I don't... Okay, so you got one hit on this guy. Oh, that's the blob. Okay. You got one hit on the blob. And I don't know if that's Taco's AoE that finishes him off. It might be. I don't know if Blaster has that much AoE range. However, if we take a closer look, it might also be... Yeah, I think that's Taco's shot. It can hit from across the gap. Okay. But yeah, that just... I think Taco was... I don't know who was listening to it, but earlier I was pointing out how our comp, whether intentionally or not, perfectly works off each other in AoE, because you have just basically all these weapons dish out AoE that directly combos off each other. Like 55 plus the 55 on the blaster plus the, 50 to 70 on the slosher, that's a kill. 35 on Explosher combined with the 70 on the slosher, that's a kill. 55 on blaster, 55 on both of these is a kill. 90 plus literally anything is a kill. Fish has got Inkjet, which does 50 damage minimum, which pairs into all of these. Just everything pairs, everything perfectly combos off the next thing. And this team comp has nothing to kill with. And 2 bomb rushes, one of which is a blob deco. Oh, yeah, there's the kill on the... Okay, this is what I'm talking about. That, first of all, you got killed by a splash wall. Haha. Second of all, you died here, but it doesn't matter. If I'm gonna say one thing throughout this entire game, is that nothing Snack does even matters, because they don't pull it off. This also is a good show of how both the sloshers can combo directly off each other, because you got one hit on the charger, retreated back, got hit by the splash wall, and then I just comboed into it instantly, which, completely retook this zone just about. Yep. Boom, there's the zone. And now what is this guy going to do? Oh, actually he does make it out. That's kind of surprising. Okay, right here. This is beautiful. This is beautiful because it shows exactly why Explosher might be the best weapon in the game, like 5 seconds away from each other. Because you got the easy kill on the charger right here, using the combo. And then here, me and Taco are doing the same thing. Because no one can hit me from here. But, and Taco's right here. So what is the blob going to do? If he gets forward, he gets hit by the Explosher. If he goes left or right or back, he gets hit by the blaster. There's no winning. That's one of those, like, you just don't win. I think I died there, actually. I don't know. You don't. You do this. Yep, and then here you are teaming up again, doing the exact same thing, and it worked out beautifully. Yep, okay, here they are. This is their double bomb rush strat, which I do definitely think is a good strategy on something like Manta zones, like a 2-zone map where they're not separated. But not on this map, because they are separated. Let's see what happens here. Takes out, the Explosher, or the blob takes out Speedy. And then Taco and I combo to wait, was that both of them? Holy crap. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Taco and I combo shot both of these. Which, it's strong. Please. Does the charger get me? Okay, like I was saying earlier, the squib. Wait, which one is the... Okay. They realized really quickly that having their custom dually squelcher go far right and flank is a bad idea. Because it takes too long. So immediately they have them push through here and just kind of flop into the zone. I suppose they do have control, so that's a, good. And if you notice, he just eats me. Like there's, like when I'm on the field, they can't get past here. As soon as he slips, as soon as this guy, this dually squelcher slips by and kills me, they've got the zone. Because they can actually get up out of, they can actually pull up through their, street there. I went a bit too offense there for 20 seconds. Maybe you might have overextended a little bit, but I think in the situation, it might have been a good thing. A lot of feed there. Yeah, there's a little bit of feeding. However, wasn't. I guess it doesn't technically qualify as feeding because you didn't die. Let's see. Oh, fish. Okay, fish right here. This is kind of a subtle god tier play from fish. Let's see. Well, okay, there's Speedy on the side. Fish somehow knows exactly how much paint to put onto this zone without it, without overextending. Like, he knows exactly how much paint to put onto the zone to first of all neutralize it, and then just take it without overextending. Speedy ball. This is, I don't know if this is intentional or not, but fish pops inkjet. Speedy ballers. That's like they can't fight this zone. We've got them pressured back into their, the spot. That was a little bit of a feed, Speedy, but in the end, I don't think it was even a problem. That was good. Okay, this 2 seconds right here cracks me up, and I don't know why. This is not analytical. This part right here is not analytical. I'm not going to go into any strategy. I just think this is funny. Fish and I are over here, right? And just after Fish kills this guy. Let's see. Yep. This 2 seconds of us just waddling back down the ramp is hilarious to me, and I don't know why. Let's see. Oh yeah, Fish is still up here, by the way. They're like, oh wait, there's still a guy up there. So this dually squelcher just kind of sits there as we win the game. Oh, just about. I forgot this went overtime. And then, of course, since it is a dually squelcher, Fish just wins this 1v1. I mean, yep. Okay. I can almost hold the zone by myself, but I ball her in just for reassurance. Yep. And then the speedy fish baller inkjet thing again. That's a great combo. I think, I don't want to say we hit the jackpot for comps on this map, but I do think that this was a very good comp. I think we might have stumbled onto a gold mine. Wait, where's the results screen? Okay, looks good. Like, okay, C-Kent gets way more kills than the rest of us. And way more specials, too. But it doesn't matter, because the rest of his team couldn't do anything. My senpai shirt? Yeah, that's a beautiful shirt right here. Alright. Now, this one I have the most to say about. Because Snack has immediately lost. Just because of the comp. They are running a terrible, terrible, terrible Rainmaker comp. And the reason for that is, well, first of all, you have Blob, which you're running the wrong Blob. I'm running the correct Blob. Ketchup is running the wrong Blob, which is a problem, especially on this map. Because as you'll see later, the way we push through here, I can completely lock like this entire half of the map off as one Blob. And that's just because of Splash Walls and Inkstorm. He has neither of them. He has a Sprinkler and a Bomb Rush that takes too long. I within like 3 seconds, this becomes no man's land when I'm playing Blob and we're pushing. Second, C Kent, realizing that he hasn't been slaying as much as he probably should be because he's not playing an actual Slayer, switches to what is this? Clapple, Clear Dapple Dooley. Now, what's the problem with this, you may ask? I have spoken highly about this weapon before in the past. It's a bad Rainmaker weapon. And most weapons with Splashdown just tend to be bad in Rainmaker. Because the Rainmaker is a, first of all, constantly moving target, which means landing a slow stationary can't even speak. A slow stationary splashdown is going to be rather difficult a lot of the time. And second of all, the best ways to kill the Stingray is to attack it from range. It is very, very, very rare to be able to just straight up rush a Rainmaker in a team setting like this. Because you'll have people in front and behind of the Rainmaker just basically human shielding for it. And they'll kill you most of the time. That's why a lot of people claim that, Stingray is overpowered, is because you can just sit in your spawn and you have an infinite death ray. And you are completely 100% safe. Speaking of Stingray, if you've noticed, we haven't run Stingray on any of these 3 games. Even on Rainmaker, where many players have claimed Stingray's OP because it's a win condition on Rainmaker. So we're not running a quote unquote win condition. Oops, what did I do? Nothing. Okay. And we didn't run it on Camp Triggerfish either, where Stingray is very good to raid straight down street, and basically turns that into like a no-fly zone. Like, you can't do anything when there's a raid on your street. So why did we not run Ray on any of this, even though it's really good? Well, the answer to that is because it doesn't fit with the comp. You put our comps, you can hear the commentators say it over and over again, but we have insane pressure. Actually, the first game was a little bit weak, but these last 2 games we have ridiculous pressure all across the board. And as soon as you put a Stingray there, first of all, it requires you to like back up. That's 1/4 of your pressure immediately gone. And although yes, the Ray is a good killing tool, it just takes too long. What was I gonna say? I don't remember. Anyway, so Kent, yes, he might be playing a fantastic weapon and a fantastic Slayer, but he's not playing a good Rainmaker weapon. Because if we play this right, it will never be able to kill the Rainmaker. Squip on Dynamo is checking the box. They want the Ray, and they want it fast because they think Ray's a win condition. This Dynamo, I don't think pops more than 2 Rays. I'll have to check at the end, but Squip doesn't get as many Rays as he probably should, and that's just because he's dying, because he can't get out of spawn most of the time, because we're constantly pressuring him. Alright, I have nothing bad to say about Miski. Miski, I don't know how to say his name. It's a Kensa Pro. What is there to say? But yeah, the Kensa Pro and whatever this thing is called, the Blob, are the ones that will be in the end doing most of the killing on the Rainmaker's behalf, because C can't actually get in to fight the Rainmaker. Speaking of Ray, First of all, obviously we're not running right, and second of all, this is the first time, and I think only time, Taco ever switched off a blaster and went to K52. Why is Taco playing K52, you may ask? The reason for that is because instead of a ray, which you have to back up for, the K52 and the Booyah Bomb essentially do the same thing, albeit to a lesser extent, but you also have super armor, and you don't have to back up. Like, K52, especially on this tiny map where anchors are already pretty weak in comparison, K52 kind of does the job, at least with this comp, because you don't have to back up. You can, first of all, you're 52 and you have a splash wall, so you just win fights. And second of all, when you need to A, kill a Rainmaker, B, make room for, pushing, or C, apply tons of pressure, you just stand there and you click the stick and you throw the Booyah Bomb completely safely. Because I'm sure if any of you have attempted to shoot down a Booyah Bomb, you just can't do it. Even after the nerf, shooting down a Booyah Bomb is very, very difficult. Oh, why am I playing Blob? Well, just because Blob is way faster than Explosher, does more damage to the shield, which is why after like 2 sloshes the shield is done for, and it paints a lot better. All 3 of these things are more of a benefit on a smaller map like this. Also, again, the wall and God, what is that thing called? The wall and the Inkstorm let me completely control this half of the map later in the game, and that was what I was going for, whether consciously or not. Let me see, where is that? Yep, see, we get the thing. We get the pop, rather. Okay, this right here. Secant flanking right at the start of the game here is a bad idea that assists a good idea later in the game. Except the good idea is not performed correctly, and it still ends up a bad idea. And I'll tell you what I mean by that a little later here. 6 people, 5. I missed my wall twice at the beginning. That's fine. Then you threw one up for me first try. I have a lot of experience with walls. I played Vanilla Jet in Splatoon 1, and I've been playing Squeezer and Blob in this game a lot. So, I know how to wall. Anyway, there's Secant trying to flank, and here I am just immediately killing him. Now, how do I do that? First of all, I'm too far. Holy Jesus. How do I know he's flanked? Well, this is Blackbelly. A flank like this is terrible, because the way mid is set up, you can just see, like, oh, the dually has gone down through here. I wonder whatever he will do. There's just, you can just see it, so I know exactly where you're going. Yep, see, and then sits here for a second and throws the thing, and out he goes. So, yep, I immediately see this and call it out. I don't know why I need to stop it for that. And yeah, just take him out. However, what's important is that he's painted our half-pipe area. This will come into play later. I throw the storm just to get a little extra mid-control. And we're in. Okay. We decided to push it straight down the middle just because we have the paint control to do so. Squib pulls out the ray and does end up killing me. I think this is one of like 3 rays that this dino gets. Secant gets a couple good kills here. Okay, this is good. They got a wipe. They wiped us completely. Now this is where I talk about the flank trail. Instead of, let me see, where's the good? Instead of going down the already painted and hard to guard side through the half pipe, they decide to try and fight for mid like we did. But they had this area already painted, and I guess they just didn't see it. Because if they would have went down here, they would have scored a lot more, and they would have gone through there much faster. However, they decide to frolic in mid for a second here instead. Yep, and this is that sort of like Ray type of deal that I was talking about. How Booyah Bomb can essentially act as a AoE Ray. Now, the only thing, okay, they do realize eventually that half pipe's already painted, but they only do because they're being pressured from fish on the opposite side of the map, and if they don't move that way, they're going to die. However, the reason this doesn't work out for them like it would have 10 seconds ago is because Speedy and I are already there. We already know they're there. I've got a wall. This is completely done for, first of all. Second of all, Speedy and I are both not blobbers, but sloshers. We can just slosh over all this crap. This does not matter. I can wall out this area, and we can slosh over it, and that's an impenetrable wall that they can't get past. And we can kill. And if you look, that is... Oh, first of all, Speedy dies. Rip. That is exactly what happens. Taco also gets a nice pincer there. I don't remember where Taco was, but... That was a trade. That maybe wasn't the best idea, but... Okay. Where's my mouse here? Does the blob... Blob's at 86. Okay. 86% special. If the blob... If they were playing vanilla blob, they would have a wall. First of all, they'd have a wall, and that's this area we can't push through. My phone just went off. Speary, shut up. I don't want you. I'm doing VOD review right now. I don't know how you reacted to that. This spot, they can't push through, because if they had a wall, or we wouldn't be able to push through if we had a wall. Also, they would have just about had an Inkstorm. An Inkstorm down here, combined with a wall, combined with the sloshes, as you will soon see when we start pushing through the exact same area, is insane to deal with. That's half the map gone. Speedy just kind of sits here. Yeah. Now, this is not the greatest play from Speedman, I must be honest. They pick up the Rainmaker, but who cares? I'm a blob. Yeah, that right there is one of the reasons I played blob on this map. Because the blob does insane damage to objects. Specifically the Rainmaker shield that pops in like 2 sloshes with a little bit of help from fish here. Is that Speedy's dead X? No, how does Speedy back? Oh, Speedy's still alive. Wait a minute, is he? What? Does Speedy jump? Yep, Speedy jumps. Okay. Right here. What happens here? Okay, this is exactly what I'm talking about. If you watch this like 10 seconds. C can't do anything because his weapon doesn't have the range required to actually pressure me. And thus they're essentially playing a 3v4. He does get a kill on Fish, but that's expected because Fish likes to feed. Like even his little splashdown is unsuccessful because we just back up and kill him. We have Fish jumping in. That's an easy push for us. You know, the blob doesn't have what's necessary to be a good blob, so he just dies. The efficient Speedy up above doing wonderful, wonderful job of getting people away. Oh, Taco's here too. Taco's kind of like, I think Taco throws a wall right here. Yep, okay. And this would have been the game if it wasn't for Seekent's sneaky flank on the side here. However, he also gets taken out by Speedy. Speedy jumps out. Fish jumps in. Why is this a good idea? And why is this also a bad idea? Well, I guess it's not. It's a bad idea in most situations, but not in this situation. The reason why is because you have Fish with the inkjet is only at 38%. Anyway, Speedy would not have survived here because the Slosher isn't as proficient at fighting as, you know, the rest of these weapons, especially more than a 1v1. So Speedy knows, he's got it figured out. He knows that once we get wiped and he's on the enemy side, he's got to retreat. So he jumps out. Fish jumps in. Although this was a mistake originally, ended up working for us because Fish then can use all this paint. I guess not all this because there's not too much here, but he can build his inkjet, and I think he does. I've only watched this game a couple of times. Here's the blob deco being useless again. Just giving look at, there's Fish's inkjet right there. There's a beautiful feed by me right into the Rainmaker shot. I'm proud of that one. But yeah, see, Fish has already got his inkjet, more or less. Yeah. And that's because the blob just basically fed him. Because the suction rush wasn't going to kill him, it was just going to paint. And what did he do? He just painted right over and got his inkjet. There's Taco on the booyah again. I think, yep, Speedy and I go back to the same direction. He does die. Oh, that's a wipe from them. I didn't even realize. Speedy and I chill out right here. Is that Fish? I think Fish is right there. Yeah. This is a good push. This is a good strategy right here, first of all. Let me see if I can... Does it... Yep. Seekan tries to make a flank here. I don't remember him flanking. So I think Fish takes him out. But the wall combined with the blob shots... Or no, Fish is on Rainmaker. I don't know who takes this. I don't know who takes Seekan out. The blob shots combined with the wall, combined with the Rainmaker, combined with the brute force from Speedy with the baller. They cannot go anywhere near unless they make a hard flank, and that takes like 10 seconds that they don't have. Seekent was just so happened to be already in mid, so he just went through. Dang, my baller. Yeah, your baller, I think for all three of our sets, baller kind of carried us a little bit. I think baller is like the MVP. I think the MVP of the zones game on Triggerfish was Speedy, just because of his good pressure and baller play. As for this game, well, it's not over yet. Yep. Okay, so there's Seekent. Oh, he takes out Taco. We've pushed it very far already, though, so it doesn't matter. It does not even matter. What do we have here? Okay. Oh, Speedy kills him. Oh, it's a trade. They have three dudes. They have three guys right here, and I'm fending them off. They have three guys, and I, as a blob, have control of this area. That's how insane blob is. Jesus. Blob is totally slept on. I don't know how people think blob is low tier. Like the one who, I don't know. I'm sure I'll rant about the one's sayings some other time. But people, the sole exception might be like Dr. Prodigy or like Hitzel and FLC. I think those three think blob is good. Anyway, a lot of people think blob is bad. And that's just bullcrap, because no other weapon in the game can do this the same way blob can. Just wall out an area and paint forward and just kill everything that moves inside of it. There's no other weapon in the game that can do that. I do not believe. That doesn't kill me. This, I don't know what they were doing over here. I feel like that was an attempt. If this K-Pro, Miski, would have shot this 5 degrees to the left, he would have killed all of us, and they would have had a good counter push. I do not know what he was doing. I gotta be honest. Just completely missed. Look, here it is again! Do I have special, though? Oh, I only have 6%. It looked like my hair was glowing from down here. Then again, this is pretty low quality. Like, here it is again, though. The wall goes up, the sloshes go up. Boom, that's immediately 2 down. And this other guy, what is he going to do? He can't approach me. I'm a blob. Like, look! I just killed him! There is... Where's the dynamo during this? Actually. I think Squip's the dynamo. Yep, okay. That's a nice flank from Squip. I gotta be real... Yeah. It's like, what... They can't get the Rainmaker out of this corner because I'm standing there with the blob. I've said it probably 30 times, but it's true. They can't do anything. It is the exact same idea as what Speedy was doing with Slush Deco last game. Albeit, like, stretched out, literally and figuratively. This is like the same idea, expanded upon in a slightly different situation. Just, yeah, okay. I think fish feeds here, which doesn't surprise me, like I've said many times. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, this is not my smartest play. I do not know why I went down here instead of going the standard route. I think maybe it was fear of Snack pushing through here and just like seeing me before I could react and just killing me instantly. Or maybe I noticed the dynamo had the stingray. I think that might have been what it was, because when I die, first of all, I pop open the map every single time, and second of all, I look at the top of the screen. So I noticed the dynamo with the stingray, so I thought he was going to stingray down through here and would have just killed me instantly, because, you know, stingray goes through walls. But he just didn't, so this was kind of a bad position, because the angle's awkward, to say the least. I still do survive this, however. Yep, Taco does that thing, goes in for an attempt at a pincer. I've dropped back at this point because I realize I'm in a bad position. However, Taco gets taken out by the dynamo, yep. However... Oh, Secant does actually do something here. Yep, and it's... You know, I was actually probably lying when I said Secant is actually doing something. Because he has no map control. He doesn't have enough range to fight to break the Rainmaker shield. Let's find this back here. Where's the overhead? Speedy's got Squip under control. Fish is breaking the shield. I've got Secant on the run, and he's got nowhere to go. If this game would have lasted 2 more seconds, he would have been dead. Squip would have probably been dead, and Fish would have picked up the Rainmaker. And that's just... Oh my god, Squip didn't die. Oh, it was a trade. Whatever, doesn't matter. Like, here's Secant. Look at how... Just, look at how aggravated he is. I wonder if that aggravation comes from, just not being able to do anything because the Clapples don't have enough range and your comp does not support them. Let me see how many rays did this? I do want to see this KD. Yep, 2 rays. You've essentially defeated you've essentially defeated the purpose of running a dynamo. If he only pumps out 2 rays or running a stingray in general. Because you should be pumping out like 3, 4, 5 rays at least a game on most weapons, unless you have something that doesn't paint very well, something like Squeezer, or Clash. But Dynamo is probably the best painter out of all the ray weapons. And if you've only got 2 because you don't survive long enough to build them up successfully, and you just keep getting trades like a Splatoon 1 zombie, you've failed, essentially. Despite getting by far the most kills and getting the top of the leaderboard, Squip has failed because he only got 2 rays. And only one of them was actually useful because it stopped our push through mid. Let's see. Good KDs all around here. KDs don't actually matter all that much in the grand scheme of the game. It's more how you utilize the kills you get, not how many. But, you know, it's nice to see. Everyone in the double digits. Yeah, that's basically it. Like, I'm not ripping on Snack, because they were certainly, especially that first game, I definitely thought we were going to lose. So, like, they're definitely a good opponent. They put up a challenge, but there's a couple of fundamental mistakes and failures that they ran, especially in this game. It's just straight from the start, because they had, you know, nothing. They had nothing to deal with the Rainmaker, KA, kill death, whatever. I don't care. I don't care. So yeah, I think that'll be the end of this. And here we have Slimy looking very, very sleep deprived. And that'll be all.